We welcome you to the Castle for the first time for basketball season in 2025 and 26. We kick it off with some KMAC action. A rivalry here on the hard court as of late as the Northmor Golden Knights look to go to 1-0 and improve after 2 tough losses against the Centerburg team, looking for its first victory of the season. It's Northmor, it's Centerburg, coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with pregame coming your way next.
What? Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
alongside the local 12-16 pregame show for this, the KMAC opener at the Castle between Centerburg and Northmor. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi, alongside the head coach, former head coach of Buckeye Central, now up in the college ranks, Abram Cable. Abe, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you, and you're in for a good rivalry matchup here. Two teams trying to get off on the right foot in the conference.
No, man, I'm excited. It definitely feels like basketball season. Snow's on the roads, bad drive here, but it's warm inside, man. I'm looking forward to it. This will be my first high school boys game of the year.
Yeah, and let's get right into it and take a look at the team spotlight first for the Centerburg Trojans, as they got the band in here. It's loud in here. 0-3. They've lost a lot to graduation. 5. Harris, Sully, Lawrence, Hill, Schaller, all players that really put out the numbers last season. They split with the Golden Knights last year, though. They were 56-52 loss, but they won 59-47. One of the players returning, though, is our player spotlight. That is Blaine Ball, fresh off a regional runner-up finish on the football side of things, but he only scored 3.4 points. He's going to have to do more this year.
Yeah, and you had kind of mentioned before we jumped on here that Centerburg's young. In theory, they've only had 2 weeks of basketball practice. So, the slow start could be attributed to that, still trying to get their basketball legs under them. And when you're dealing with a lot of youth, it takes a little bit to get things rolling.
Now let's take a look at the team spotlight for the Northmor Golden Knights under head coach Blaine Tackett. 3 consecutive district runner-up finishes, could not get off the schneid, though. They were 18-7 last season. They graduated 7 players, 4 starters, but they do have Trevor Black back, who we will show you in our player spotlight here shortly. But because of some internet issues, we had to get on a little bit late, so we'll get to them momentarily. But we are underway between these two squads. This is a Centerburg team, too, that, as you see, inside shot won't go. And Northmor gets the first rebound, but almost 90% of the time, they're going to take it to the paint.
Yeah, we looking at some of the stats that we were able to receive, I think you had noted that 86% of their shots are from 2-point range, which is, really uncommon given the way that the game has kind of transpired over the last decade or so.
So the Golden Knights have its first possession, and it's a tough take into the hoop. Jack Bowdery will give the Golden Knights the early lead 2-0, and you'll see a lot of that from the Golden Knights too. They like to take it to the hoop, draw some fouls, but they will shoot the 3 as well. And they will like to turn you over. That's just been Northmor basketball since I've been here to see them. Cam Spencer passes it right side to Brendan Barber. It gets knocked out of bounds, and will go back to Centerburg. First turnover of the night goes to second turnover of the night, I should say. First turnover against the Golden Knights. This is a team that, you know about speeding teams up on defense yourself from your regional teams and state Final Four team in Buckeye Central, but that's what Northmor likes to do too. They like to turn you over.
And that's what it's kind of showing here. I mean, this would be, potentially a second turnover, but they look really aggressive on defense. A good shot there, though.
That's Steven Sands gets the bucket to tie things up. Nice mid-range jumper for him. Northmor quickly the other way, and we will get a foul as Cam Spencer's going to go to the line. But let's take a look at the bucket brought to you by the Northmor Athletic Boosters, and you love that. The ball fake, get the defender up, one dribble to the elbow, nothing but violence.
No, for sure. That's a really crafty move there by the sophomore. He's got good length to him. Look, he's listed here at 6'3", so someone to keep an eye on throughout the night for Centerburg.
Cam Spencer unable to get the first free throw of the drop. They had problems against Crestline hitting free throws down the stretch. Ended up blowing an 18-point lead, in which they ended up losing by 3 to the Bulldogs. One of their 2 losses. They also lost to Northridge, in which they had an 8-point advantage in that one, but a late run by Northridge gave them the bucket, gave them the win. Drew Trout with the layup makes it 4-2.
Yeah, really good physical take there from him.
We'll take a look at his, we won't take a look at his bucket, but we will take a look at the offensive foul here. It's an illegal screen against Tanner Miley. That'll be the first against Northmor. He was standing there, but he gave a little bit of that elbow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't see a ton there, but vantage point's a little bit different up here.
(4-2) Centerburg leads this one early on the Andy Bauer Edward Jones Financial scoreboard. This is out. Brady Cole gets it inside. Nice ball fake, layup shot, good. Drew Trout muscling like Mike Trout there. He's got 4 points.
Hey, listen, and stats don't lie. Every field goal attempt that Centerburg has taken has been inside the paint. You know, you can see why they, you know, I'm assuming some of these kids were football players, but they look to be really physical and looking to get to the basket and inside the yellow painted area there.
That foul's going to go against Brady Cole. It's the second against Centerburg. Remember, 5 fouls gets you into the line now.
Oh, great set there. A little screen to screen there.
Tanner Miley gets in on the board. I was just about to say, Centerburg, 87% of their chances on baseline out of bounds are successful. Northmor giving them a piece of their own medicine right there.
Yeah, and one of the oldest sets in the book, a little screen to screener out of a box set. A little miscommunication from Centerburg and results in an easy 2.
Offensive rebound, 2 3-point attempts won't fall, and quickly out and running is going to be Tanner Miley. He'll slow things up for a second, give it off to Cam Spencer.
Yeah, one thing to note, Travis, that last back door here, that last possession, Northmor went to a 1-3-1 zone, so maybe they're going to try to switch things up early to keep him out of the paint.
And that's what Blade Tackett said before the game. They're going to throw all their defenses at Centerburg because they're a young squad. 3 up in the air, just a bit short by Cam Spencer, and back come the Trojans. Blaine Ball, the quarterback of the regional runner-up team, starts it off, gets it right side for a 3, a little short, and the rebound will be taken by Jack Bowdery.
A rare 3 taken there from Centerburg, according to our analytics. Ooh.
And a tough take on the other end by Cam Spencer. We saw that from him last year when he got pulled up from the JV squad. He's grown a little bit from last year too, but he's not afraid to take it to the hole.
No, it was a really good take there.
He'll get 2 more free throw attempts. 0 for 2 to start.
Isn't there a Cam Spencer that plays in the NBA for the Rockets?
I think so. He will make, this Spencer will make the first free throw out of it. He was shooting 50% prior to the game. Makes this one, he'll be right back there. Second free throw, in and out. No, rebound taken out by Brady Cole, so he's only 1 of 2. He'll be 1 of 4 so far to start here. 6'5" Centerburg, halfway through this first quarter. That pass deflecting off of Northmor. Take a look at this. Not the spot you want it, Coach.
No, that 1-3-1, and he kind of dribbles down here into the coffin corner, then picks up his dribble. A couple no-nos there, but, I mean, good IQ there from Northmor to be able to go trap and pick up the dead ball there.
Back into the 1-3-1. Look, Ball over right side to Beaver. Double team, trying to get it inside. He does. Back to Blaine Ball. Extra pass knocked out of bounds. And again, it'll stay with Centerburg with 3:48 left. They lead by 1. Brady Cole into the corner. The Trout. Extra pass to Hayden Love, the wide receiver from the regional runners-up. Kicks it back out. He'll get himself an assist. And a rare 3, as Trout's got 7 early on, and on the other end, a rejection out of bounds. It'll stay with Northmor, but Trout's got 7 of 9, and that's one of those sparks you'll need for a young team. You just need somebody to give you some points.
No, definitely, and it was honestly a really good possession from Northmor defensively. You know, Centerburg does seem to be a little bit more stagnant since they've gone to the zone, but you know, you make a couple threes and maybe you got to get out of it.
That take blocked, taken back by Northmor. They'll have a chance to get back to within 1 possession. Spencer all the way in, Euros, but he's going to walk. One too many shuffles there, as we'll take a look at the replay and see where it happened. just trying to take it at 3 guys.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't stopped until he got into the paint. You know, maybe when you see chest there, that ball needs to go to the corner. But I like the aggressiveness off a missed basket to try to push. I mean, if nobody's going to stop the ball, you got to kind of put some pressure on that defense there.
Third Golden Knight turnover here in the first quarter. I will say about the Golden Knights what I've seen early on, this is a younger team. Like I said, they graduated 4 seniors, 4 starters from last year's district runner-up team, but they're getting hands in the passing lanes early.
That's what I was just going to say, man. Like, they're really scrappy, and, like, you know, they kind of got beat. They missed the steal there, but were able to hustle back into the play and knock it out of bounds.
Cole's going to try a 3. No, but Trout gets the offensive board. Muscles his way, can't get it to fall, and Northmor finally comes out of it. 2:45 left first quarter, Centerburg by 4. Get it out to Spencer. Spencer left side to Black for 3, nothing but net. Black on the board, he's the team's leading scorer. We'll show you in his player spotlight here when we get a chance, but that's what you like to see from Blake Tackett's squad on his first shot of the game.
Listen, Northmore's got really good ball movement so far.
Blaine Ball with a pure shot there, gets it back up to 3. Barber with it, gets it over to Black, down to the corner to Billy Bolin. Nice motion offense by the Golden Knights. They get a chance for Black again. He's got back-to-back. 3s were tied. He's one of those pure shooters that came on halfway through the season last year and helped the Golden Knights get to that district final.
Listen, he looks really confident shooting it. You know, their secondary break action that they're running is really seamless. And, you know, for Burr,
look at
being early in the season.
Yeah. Spencer tried taking the roof off the place.
No, for sure. A little heat check.
Short. Yeah, a little heat check. Under 90 seconds left opening quarter. We're tied at 11 here. Blaine Ball still against this 1-3-1 zone.
Look how far that Northmore's got Centerburg playing away from the basket. Well, that was a good pass there. Unable
to get the bunny, though. And then a frustration foul. You hate to see that 96 feet away from the bucket. It'll be the 4th foul against Centerburg. And the last minute 3, the next foul, non-player control, put Northmor at the line. I mean, we talked about this a little bit last year with the first year, but what do you think about the new foul rules?
You know, I really haven't fully adjusted to it yet, if I'm being transparent.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different. I mean, but a nice little set there.
Just a bit short, get an offensive rebound, though. Now to Jack Bowdery. He'll back things out, get it over to Spencer with 45 seconds. Looking for that flex cut to Black, kicks it extra pass left side, 3 in the air, no. And an into the back call by Bowdery. Will be a foul on him, the second against the Golden Knights in the quarter, his first. Billy Bolin had a good look for 3 there, just couldn't hit.
Yeah, and Black had a good look earlier in the possession, so kind of go empty, and Northmor goes back here to man, maybe to finish the quarter. Well, you had said that you had talked to Coach Tackett, and they were going to give him a variety of looks, and, you know, this is the 3rd time in one quarter that they've switched defenses, so.
Gets it inside, beautiful.
Listen,
look there by Trout to get 9, just a little pick and roll.
But Brody Cole has had the back-to-back possessions of 2 really nice passes to kind of set up easy looks there for Trout.
Black deep 3 off the back iron, no. Rebound, and another foul will go against Bowdery, trying the muscle. Drew Trout with 0.5 seconds left. It's really not going to affect anything score-wise, but it will give him his 2nd foul, and he'll have to sit out.
Well, I guess looking at the stats here, Drew Trout is the leading scorer, already at his average through quarter 1. So Coach Tackett, I'm assuming, will address that here in this quarter break.
Centerburg leads it by 2 here on a snowy night in North Bloomfield Township. We'll be back.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Back here at Northmor as we take now a look at the player spotlight for the Golden Knights, and he's already hit 2 threes tonight, averaging 15.3. That's Trevor Black, doubling up his numbers from a season ago, but he needs to now that he's the #1 scorer for these Golden Knights, and they're going to need him to shoot like he did on his first 2 shots the rest of the way.
No, for sure, and you could tell that that's a priority in their offense to get him looks. The majority of the sets that they're running are for him. And like you said, he got his first 2 to go and missed the last couple, but I would still imagine a heavy dose of shot attempts for him over the night.
That's knocked out of bounds, and it's the I believe they call it, I forget, the Florida look, where it's just you go into the screen, cut back out, you get open for an open look for it. And he's had multiple chances there. He's hit on 2. Golden Knights looking for the steal there. They end up getting it anyway. Trailing by 2. You get it around to Black. Black into the corner and Tanner Miley. Running that 4-out look against a bigger Centerburg squad.
Yeah, I think that's a variety or a variation of the center or the circle motion offense. But they have a lot of space out here, though.
High arcing 3 is going to be airballed, but touched off of Northmor. See the replay here as Spencer had to get a little bit more arc on that as the defender was coming right up on him and did not hit anything. They're actually going to call a foul on Northmor against Caden Bush. Love gets inside, the extra pass to Trout, lays it up and in. Drew Trout's having himself a first half. He's got 11 already.
Well, and here's the thing, Travis, is their guards are making things really easy for him. I mean, he's just basically the recipient of a drop-off, and all he's got to do is to make the layup. So, I mean, give credit to Centerburg's guards for handling this early pressure from Northmor.
And on the other end, Spencer is going to draw the foul.
And here's the thing, too. I like the way that Cam Spencer plays. Just, through a quarter and a couple minutes, like he's really pushing the ball in transition. He's got his head up the whole time. He's pushing the ball up the floor. He's got a really nice feel for the game.
Spencer, again, 1 of 2. 2 of 6 to start the game from the free throw line for him. It's a 3-point Centerburg lead. Trout, again, gets his defender on the floor, but can't get it to finish. And back come the Golden Knights. Gets it over to Black. Black trying to get by his defender, but a hand check foul. And that'll be the first foul against Hayden Love. 6 fouls already in this first half against Centerburg. But that just tells you the physicality of this team.
No, and you can tell just kind of by, just the pure eye test. You know what I mean? They appear to be a little bit bigger and more physical than what Northmor is, unless I'm mistaken. But from up here, that's kind of what it looks like.
Gets it in. Ball fake. Layup does not fall for Bush. And Centerburg, good defense, gets right back, but they will turn it back over. Good defense one end, a little bit too fast on the offensive side.
Just going a little bit too fast. You're right. But, I like the aggressiveness. They missed the layup and, had numbers and wanted to kind of push the envelope there a little bit.
6:07 left in the half. It's a 3-point Centerburg lead. Barber gets it back out to Spencer, then back to him. Playing a 2-man game here with under 6 to go. Spencer into the lane, floats it up and got it. Nice take there by Cam Spencer. It's his first field goal. It's 15-14.
Yeah, he's got a nice feel. You can also tell that Coach Tackett. Oh, here's Spencer with the steal.
And the buckets. 4 straight Northmor leads.
Oh, and another one. Almost got it here in the backcourt on the inbound.
Despite the 1-2 record, Coach Tackett told me, oh, nice look inside. Centerburg with the lead on with Ball, but Coach Tackett telling me they played their tail ends off all 3 games. It just, the shooting hasn't been there for a full 4 quarters yet.
Yeah, and you know, that's a byproduct of youth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, you could tell quickly, like, they play really hard on both ends of the floor.
Gets it back over to Black. He's going to drive it in. He puts up the floater off the glass and in with the kiss. Black's got 8.
You can feel the pace of this game kind of picking up here a little bit, too.
Ball over into the corner. That's Hayden Love. Now the Caden Road back, and he travels. 7th Centerburg turnover, and look at this take. I mean, the glass is there. Might as well use it, right?
Oh, 100%. Anytime that you can get 2 feet in the paint, good things are going to happen.
Northmor will be, for the season, missing one of their best players back, and that is Trevor Brubaker. Tore his ACL baseball season.
Oh, no.
Coach Tackett said, you know, if he would have been here, this team probably is undefeated because they'd have 3 double-digit scores. And for a KMAC squad, that's exactly what you want. But the Golden Knights still trying to find their way as they turn it over right there. Back comes Ball. Ball gets it stripped out, but it will stay with Centerburg with 4:16 left in the half. Yeah, it was a really tough break because you thought with Brubaker and some of these younger players that got to play the second half of the year that they were going to be just fine this year. But with Brubaker out, they kind of had to reset and find a couple scores. They have been able to get them, though, this year, with Trevor Black being one of the scorers.
That's such a bummer, man. Like, you don't want to see injuries at any level, but, like, I don't know. I feel even more so in high school, it kind of pulls at my heartstrings because you only get so many years to do it. You know what I mean? Not everybody's fortunate enough to play at the next level. And, you know, when you miss a whole year of multiple sports, it's just – you hate hearing things like that.
That's great defense on the Northmor end by Tanner Miley as they get it back. However, you know, Brendan Barber has picked it up. He's in double figures so far this season for Northmor. But like we said, if they just had that 3rd score in double figures, they may find them. But right now with Brubaker, they'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
Off.
They'll find a 3rd one, but it'd be easier to know who it already was going to be.
Miley nearly gets the nifty scoop to go, but it doesn't fall. Back comes Centerburg with 3:25 left in the half. 18-17 Northmor. Hayden Love with it. This motion offense. Running the flex. Gotta love a good flex, coach. That's mostly what we ran in high school.
It's a good default. It's a good fallback.
Ball muscles his way in. Trout gets the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay with Centerburg, but big offensive rebound there by Trout, who's just been he's taken this game over for Centerburg here in this first half.
No, he's had a great half, and I'm going to go back to it. You had mentioned Coach Tackett saying they were going to switch defenses. The possession before, they were in 2-3 zone, and then they came back down in man, and like you can tell every time Centerburg comes down the floor, they're trying to figure out what they're in before they even start anything, and you know it's causing a little bit of disruption in their flow offensively.
Blocked from behind by Miley. Northmore's going to get it back, and that's against the youthful team. You want to confuse them, and if you can run these defenses, it just throws them off. However, they've been getting into the hole pretty well. As this is to the hole pretty well by Barber getting his first field goal, and it's takes like that why he's in the double figures through 3 games.
Yeah, and what's happened here is, you know, the last 2 or 3 possessions for Northmor, they've had shots at the rim. And again, I think that's a result of, you know, you're playing with a 5-out offense, and they've made a couple threes, so you got to start respecting that three-point line. And now they become really tough to guard.
Barber with the step back, short. Although it's rebounded to Northmor, they get it thrown back out to Centerburg, and the Trojans come back. Ball into the corner to Sands, back the ball, and the Cole. I want to see Cole drive more like this. He had his last one stripped, but that's what I want to see from him.
Yeah, listen, a raise up, pull up jumper off the dribble. That's a big time shot.
The last possession, he had it stripped going to the hoop. This time he learned from it, step back, and it's a one-point game once again. Northmor looks for the back door. It's deflected, turned over. Their sixth. And now Centerburg with a chance to take the lead before the half.
Yeah, anytime that, Northmor lines up in double stacks at the block.
Ball on the tough take. That doesn't fall. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Northmor. We'll take a look at the replay. And again, it's just every play. Centerburg, I like how they're taking it to the hole as Coach Marhefka is going to take the first timeout of the game. Northmor leading this quarter 9-6, but it's just more Northmor sticking right on your face. Any shot you're going to get is going to be a tough one. For Centerburg, they've been able to answer to get some of those tough buckets thanks to the muscling of Drew Trout in this first half.
Yeah, and Centerburg's doing some nice things defensively too. Like I was just getting ready to say, that double stack look. The Centerburg coaches are calling out it's a backdoor, and it results in a tip ball and, a turnover going the other way. So I would assume, without looking at the stats in front of me, the turnover battle is pretty even. And like you said, both teams are playing hard, and, we're dang near tied halfway through this game.
And that was my keys to victory for Centerburg. Turnovers in their half-court defense, and both have been pretty darn good here so far.
They have been. They've been in passing lanes. They've, deflected a couple dribble handoffs. They've switched some defenses, so – and then anytime, Brody Cole down there, he's cleaned up about every dang rebound that Northmor has missed.
Golden Knights with possession out of the Marhefka timeout. It's Tanner Miley, gets it right side to Spencer. At the free throw line, kicks it left side. Miley for three, off the front of the rim, no, and a good box out by Brady Cole. Centerburg back with a chance to take the lead with 60 seconds left in the half. Rodebeck almost shuffled the pivot foot, but kept his heel on the ground, and they'll keep possession. Yeah, no matter what, unless Northmor goes on like a 6-0 run in the last 45 seconds, this is a win for Centerburg, and that's another nice take by Drew Trout inside to give them the lead.
Listen, a great seal. He posted up. He had his defender on the top side, and there was no backside help. So once the entry pass made it, again, another somewhat uncontested layup for Drew Trout.
Golden Knights going to hold this, looks like, for the final shot.
Here's another thing, too. Centerburg on offense, it looks like it's just kind of pass and cut and, read and react. Mm-hmm. And, as a player, that's hard to guard. And as a coach, it's hard to prepare for because you don't always know what's going to happen. So, Centerburg's doing some really good things here.
Bush from the elbow, off the mark, no. Ball bouncing around. Centerburg with a chance at the horn. Half-court buzzer beater will not go, and that will take us to the break. But a fun, fast first half here in North Bloomfield Township. Centerburg holding on to the 21-20 lead. We'll take a break, come back with the halftime show, stats, analysis, and much more right here on a snowy Wednesday night in North Central Ohio.
Like I should float.
What? Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Tonight's KMAC opener brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. LiUNA, Local 1216. Take the first step towards a rewarding career with Local 1216 and help shape the future of construction while securing your own future. Together we can construct a legacy of excellence and innovation for generations to come. Andy Bauer, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Andy can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. The Northmor Athletic Boosters. Northmor Athletic Boosters raise funds to support our Golden Knights student athletes, coaches, and community. Go Knights! Pioneer Career and Tech Center. Pioneer Career and Technology Center, preparing students for college, careers, and the jobs of tomorrow. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. North Central State College, providing individuals with the knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. Knox Community Hospital's Centerburg Health and Wellness Center, offering specialty services like family medicine, urology, general surgery, weight and pain management, and pediatrics. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free for this KMAC opener between the Trojans and the Golden Knights. When we come back, the LiUNA Local 1216 halftime report.
What? Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Back here in the LiUNA, 12-16 halftime report. Your score at the break, 21-20 in favor of the Centerburg Trojans. Travis Berardi, Avery Capel back here in North Bloomfield Township on what is now a snowy Wednesday night. We had one of those snow bands come through and just dump a bunch of snow on north central Ohio. So that's going to be a fun drive home, but we still have the drive home here in the second half between these two squads. Don't know how this one's going to shape out, but we do know how the first half shaped out. Taking a look at the halftime statistics, Abe. Centerburg doing it all like we saw in the scouting report, all inside except for 1-3, but 9 twos, 1-3, and they're out rebounding Northmor by 2.
I mean, sounds about right. I mean, I think, we were just kind of talking about it, like their physicality and their overall size just appears to be more than what Northmor has. I mean, so no surprise that they're winning the rebounding battle like you just mentioned.
Yes, Centerburg also 3-1 on the offensive glass. Northmor 2 of 6 from the free throw line. That's a bit of a difference right now as well. They hit 2 threes, both by Black. They were back-to-back. They've taken quite a few threes, just haven't been able to hit on it. Despite the size disadvantage, though, they still have been taking it to the hole and been aggressive.
No, for sure. And this was like some of the keys that I've just kind of wrote down. If I'm Centerburg, keys to the second half is know where Black is, right? He hit those 2 first threes. The last thing you want to do in a game like this where it's tight is to kind of let him get going, right?
Yeah.
Out of both teams combined, he's averaging the most. He has that ability to kind of pop off, if you will. So I definitely think that's a note for them. And then I would also be really concerned with keeping Cam Spencer in front of them in transition. I thought he's done a really good job for Northmor of kind of pushing the envelope, getting paint touches off the dribble. And that's kind of opened some things up, which forces back closeout for Centerburg and then creates easy driving lanes.
Yeah.
I know you didn't really ask me that, but I would
I like it. I like it. Brendan Barber, who's second leading scorer, held to 2 points, and he scored those late in the second quarter. Golden Knights will get the ball to start third quarter action, trailing by 1. As we start the second half on this KMAC opening night. A lot of people saying that it will be the Fredericktown Freddies the favorites, and you just talked about taking it to the hole. Cam Spencer just did it, gets his 8th point, and we have a...
Listen, and I think he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink. Did they touch it after it went through?
Yeah.
No, Cam Spencer, I think, the straw that stirs the drink. And he kind of rejected that ball screen. It looked like it was intentional. Like Black was coming from the top of the key to come set a ball screen for him to go left, and he just immediately rejected it and went right. And there was no backside help there for Centerburg. But, again, I mean, I'm going to say it again. I like the way that he plays.
Trout trying to get going where he left off at the end of the half, and he does. Offensive board on his own miss. He's got 15 to lead all scores. It's 23-22. On the other end with Spencer, he's doubled up his offensive output average for the season. He's a 4.3, already up to 8 points. So maybe there's that third score we were talking about. Black takes it to the hole, scoops it, but misses, and it'll be taken out by Brady Cole.
Yeah, Drew Trout, I mean, going back to that last possession, I mean, he's a man amongst boys right now. He's got 15 points, and I'll bet you, we're not stat now, but I bet you he's got a half dozen rebounds too.
Yeah, he's been doing almost everything. That pass is going to be picked off. Here comes Barber into the lane. Euros puts it up too strong, but an offensive board by Bowdery. His shot won't fall. Centerburg escapes, and they go with the cherry picker to Cole, and Cole finishes it off.
Wow, what an athletic catch, though, by Brody Cole. I mean, the transition, the old 2016 Kevin Love full court pass, and a crazy athletic catch and finish there from Brody Cole.
How isn't Love back with the Cavs? That was just a random thought. Anyway, back to action. Miley. Oh, almost miscommunication with Black, but able to recover. Almost 2 minutes gone by. It's a 3-point Centerburg lead. Is too far into the bucket with Spencer, and Centerburg's going to come back out with it. Ball into the corner, and Trout. Ooh, almost walked again, but gets it to Cole. Left side three for Sands is off the mark. Long rebound taken out by Barber.
That would have been huge for Centerburg. That would have given them their biggest lead of the game. They feel pretty confident right now.
Barber back to Black as they move it around the top of the key to Miley. Still in the motion offense. Spencer over the Barber. Trying to get it open to look for three. They do, and they hit. Jack Bowdery's got his fifth. That's the third three for the Golden Knights. We're tied at 25.
It's a big-time shot there to tie the game. Northmor was in somewhat dire need of a basket and a turnover, so maybe that'll jumpstart them here.
Such an aggressive game so far defensively, all the way in. Give it in one. Cam Spencer's into double figures. He don't care who he goes up against. He gets the bucket, and then Golden Knights get the lead.
Travis, I'm showing you here my
Yes,
notes.
you do.
Stop
Your
the ball in
second
transition, and there it is, a turnover, and Cam Spencer puts his head down, gets to the rack, and one. And you're looking at a 6-point swing if this free throw goes down.
Trout with his second. Spencer short. Won't get the free throw. His woes continue there, but they do get the 2-point lead. And almost another turnover. They do get it. Gets it ahead to Bowdery. Bowdery into the lane. Almost gets the and one, but he will get 2 free throws. So the Golden Knights now being aggressive on both ends of the ball after the fast start by Centerburg in the half.
Well, it becomes contagious. Bowdery hits the three. They get a steal. They get an and one, and all of a sudden your defense, your energy is a little bit more, and then it just kind of snowballs, and there's a made free throw.
And do you know who they went up on that shot again? Trout. He's got 3 now, 2 quick fouls. So the leading scorer in the game for Centerburg is going to have to take a seat for at least, I'd say, 4 minutes, or at least until the fourth quarter. So
it'll be really interesting to see how long they sit him over here, because he's been a huge bright spot for Centerburg tonight.
Bowdery gets his 7th. The Golden Knights now lead by 4. Good ball movement on the press breaker. They get it to Love. Love inside, layup shut in and out. That went all but down for Roadbeck. And out comes the Golden Knights once again on the run.
What a beautiful press break from Centerburg, though. 4 passes, 1 dribble, and you had a layup opportunity. Can't draw it up any better than that.
The 3-point attempt by the Golden Knights no good, but somehow, some way inside between 2 defenders, it gets knocked out on Centerburg. Back to action, the mid-range jumper by Spencer doesn't fall.
They would have been just a little bit more patient. They would have had that backside block open again like they did in the first half.
Coming up on the midway point of the quarter, another take by Roadbeck will not go. Into the lane, easy layup, Golden Knights. And a timeout by Coach Marhefka as the Golden Knights 11-4 through 4 minutes of this second half, and they've got things going now.
Yeah, that's a 9 or 10-0 run, and Coach Tackett was fired up when they called that timeout. And again, it's being contagious, man. And you had just mentioned Drew Trout going to the bench. I would not be surprised if at the next dead ball he's at the scorer's table again. Centerburg cannot let this get into a double-digit deficit.
Balanced attack for the Golden Knights here this evening. 10 points from Cam Spencer, 8 points from Trevor Black, 7 from Jack Bowdery, 4 from Miley, 2 from Barber, and like we said, 15 points to lead the way for Drew Trout. Only 2 other players with 2 field goals. That's Cole and Ball, both with 4 points. So for the Golden Knights, they're finding balanced scoring. For Centerburg, it was relying on getting that ball inside the Trout, but now with him on the bench, where do you go?
Yeah, you got to go back to him sooner than later. You know what I mean? Like, especially early in the season for a young team, like, it's crucial. A road win tonight for them would do wonders. So, like I said, I'll be curious to see how long he kind of sits there, because right now Centerburg's only got 10 points on the floor. You know what I mean? 10 of their 25 points is actively playing, and Northmore's got 29 of their 31 active. And here's Northmor going to show them a different look. You're in a 2-3 zone, so you assume that they drew something. Oh, they're going to go blitz it here.
Nicely read, corner 3. Great answer out of the timeout.
I love the call, though, from Coach Tackett. You know, you forced a quick shot. Fortunate for Centerburg, it went in, but I like that adjustment there.
Answer for Northmor, airballed instead, and Centerburg now with some momentum. Back ahead comes Roadbeck. Over to Cole. Cole, mid-range jumper, kind of off balance, but it's a long rebound, and it'll stay with Sands. Cole again at the free throw line. Gets it to Roadbeck. He'll try the 3. He's got it.
He left the
just
basketball.
Like that. 6-0 run on 2 shots. We're tied at 31.
For youth watching, never leave the basketball. The basketball is the only thing that can score, and Northmore's looked at each other and thought each other had it, and then nobody had it.
Bowdery into the lane, loses the handle, but they get it back. That's going to be a bump. It'll be along the baseline as they nearly turned it over, but instead it turns into a foul.
See, I don't like that call. I think he was just falling. I think it was just inadvertent.
That'll be Roadbeck's second.
Comes a down screen.
There's Spencer. He's going to drive it in again, floats it, and he got it. Timeout, Blaine Tackett. And I like that timeout there.
I do too.
Kind of, you got some momentum back, but you don't want to get another offensive possession from Centerburg, or they're 2 for 2 their last 2 possessions with 2 threes.
Yeah, and he's just talking about it. He's like, listen, man, like, you know, you got to communicate. You got to know who has the basketball. You got to know your responsibility. I'm always a big fan of calling a timeout after a made basket. Like, not everybody likes to do that. They want to, like, try to break up a run, but I want to, like, readjust, get my defense set before they come back out. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I would think that you're going to see maybe some three-quarter court pressure here, like Northmor maybe going back to a 2-2-1, you know, where they've kind of had some success. Yeah, see, that's what they're lining up in.
To say it's opening night here in the KMAC, Danville and Mount Gilead, as they get a steal out of it, and they get the bucket. So Barber's got 4, but the Golden Knights, Coach Tackett drawing up a specialty play there on defense, and they get 2 points out of it.
Yep, and then no, that's huge. I mean, what a game of runs, a 10-0 run, then a 6-0 run. Now we're back on a 4-0 run.
Welcome to KMAC basketball, my friend. Left side, Roadbeck, mid-range. Can't get the bounce. Northmor comes out with it. Here comes Bowdery, left side. He's going to try in.
Ooh.
Spins, puts it up and in. Bowdery's got 9. Hit the circle button. Perfect shot. It's a 6-point game again. So 6-0 run, 6-0 run, 6-0 run.
Yeah. This is a big possession here for Northmor because, there goes Drew Trout to the scorers table.
You got to get him back in.
Have to.
Miley.
Huge possession here. I think you can get a layup if you're patient.
Here comes Barber. Kicks it back out. Black deep 3. You betcha. Black's got 11 and Northmore's up 9.
And that was my That was my other key for Centerburg, is know where Black is, and an errant pass, and now it got quickly to 9. I mean, if you're Centerburg, do you take another timeout here? I know you got the quarter break in a minute 13, but
you can't let it balloon any further.
Here's a double stack. So you potentially.
I had one of those for dinner from Wendy's.
Yeah. A little back door here. If not, you got a curl.
Oh, there it is. The Northmor offense firing on all cylinders the last 3 minutes. It's their largest lead of the night, 11.
Blaine Tackett's been running that since 2008.
Oh, yes, he has. And they get the pick on the other end. 13th Centerburg turnover. Ahead to Miley. Miley stopped right there by Sands, and they'll get it back. Ball. Can he get a big 3? No, it's short. It's on the ground. Who else to pick it up and get free throws? It's Trout. Spencer's first, but he finally gets back in, and he might be able to stop the run here if he can hit these free throws.
Need both of these free throws.
He gets the first.
I'd be curious to see if Centerburg does any type of pressure here if they make this second free throw. They haven't done anything all night in the full court, but like maybe you can catch Northmor off guard. Doesn't matter because they didn't make the free throw, but now Northmor's going to hold for the last shot of the quarter. You know, up 10, potentially can go up 12 or 13, so this is huge. We'll see.
Centerburg will have the ball out of the quarter as well, so they will wait for the final shot and see what they can do.
I mean, we got a pretty good guess at who's getting a shot, right?
Yes, but also the way they've been balanced, maybe not. Over the boundary. He's going to try it. Just off the mark, Black gets it tipped out of his hands. It'll stay with Northmor with 2.1, so boundary, it was him. I mean, it was a good look. Got set, but just a little bit offline. They'll get another chance.
Okay, box set.
Got to get it up. Boundary at the buzzer. No. Don't think it would have gone anyway at the buzzer, but nonetheless, the Golden Knights, a huge run to end the quarter. They now lead by 10 as we head to the fourth.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Fourth quarter underway here from the Castle. Northmor trying to get that steal. Cannot, so Centerburg will try and get this down to single digits after a blitz by the Golden Knights to end the quarter. Travis Berardi back here with Abe Capel. And the Trojans will get an answer there. Sands gets his second 3 in about 5 minutes, and it's down to a 7-point game.
Yeah, listen, he's been a nice little spot for them too. He shoots the ball really well.
And with this roster, I mean, Boundary can't get that one to go. But with this roster, I mean, it's you just got to find something to get going. They're young. As the season goes on, if you can find that, you're just going to get better, and then you're going to turn into one of those contenders.
No, for sure. I mean, it's early. Nobody should be in it. And like I said, you know,
wow. And Sands does it again. He's got 11 all of a sudden, and it's back to a 4-point game. Boundary on the other end, he misses another one. It's a carbon copy of the last possession.
Oh, you got to find him here for a heat check, right?
They will. Will it go in and out? A little too much pepper on it, and it'll get deflected off of him and out of bounds. But we'll take a look at his last bucket here.
Great extra pass there.
Quick release, too.
Great extra pass from Hayden Love, understanding, hey, I got a shooter one pass away from me. What an unselfish play there by Hayden Love.
4-point game. Baldry back out to Trevor Black. There's a nice skip pass. Spencer for three. It's short. He had to, again, try and get it over top of a defender. Nothing doing. And back comes Centerburg trying to get this back to a one-possession game. Out of the few basketball games I've seen so far, we're going to get a hold. This has been the most roller coaster of a game that I've seen.
Oh, it's been a fantastic game to watch and to call.
Fouls on Barber. It's only his first. But yeah, high-quality game.
For sure. I'd love to see Drew Trout get a look here for Centerburg.
Instead, it's going to be an and one for Cole.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Tackett's kind of signaling like he hooked him. Right, he kind of hooked him. He wanted an offensive foul. I would tend to agree with him. But the officials saw it different, and now down to a one-possession game, Travis.
It's going to be a 8-0 run. And that may be more. We'll take a look at the and one right here.
I love how Brody Cole didn't even watch it go in. He just knew it was in. Little Steph Curry.
Cole will have it here. Black guarding him. Gets it back to Trout. 6 minutes left in regulation. It's a 2-point Golden Knight lead. They just led by 10 only 2 minutes ago. Trout gives it to Cole. Cole's going to drive in. No call there, but the Golden Knights get the board. Northmor looking for an answer. Centerburg's come alive once again. Gets it to Baldry. Baldry ahead to Spencer, top of the key. Now right side to Barber. Barber spins. Now Tanner Miley eyeing up the defense. Driving kick.
They can be patient here. Northmor, the last three possessions have not been great offensive shots for them, so be patient. There's no shot clock yet. In high school basketball.
In Ohio, at least.
We need one.
Into the corner, baseline drive, Miley. Miley kicks it out to Black for three. Off the front iron, but bounce back into the hands of Miley. Euros, and he gets fouled. Big offensive rebound by the Golden Knights to give them a chance to go back up two. You take the whole possession right here. And it was just Baldry with a little flick back out to him. So Tanner Miley will get his first free throw attempt of the night, and he's too strong on the first. Northmor not good from the free throw line here this evening.
No, and looking at overall season stats, they haven't been. It's kind of been their Achilles heel, and you're going to need to make free throws down the stretch here.
And now is the second to go for two. Coming up on the midway point of quarter four, 42-40 Northmor. What a game we've had here to kick off the KMAC season. Cole with it, spins, floats short though, and Miley comes down with it. Trevor Black started off, gets it to Miley, and Miley's going to get pushed. It'll be the second foul against
Foul on Trout, his fourth.
Trout, though. The second of the quarter, but Trout's got his fourth. In the Black, layup good. Baseline out of bounds, works, and Blade Tackett will get a timeout. Second time tonight that's perfectly been executed by the Golden Knights.
Yeah, and that's, wow. Honestly baffling because everything else that Northmor has tried to run, they appear to be really well scouted, and somehow that set did not make the scouting report.
Yeah. So Black now with the game lead. Actually one behind Trout for the game lead. So we take a look at our other KMAC opening game tonight. Danville Mount Gilead going at it just down the road here. Indians leading 18-17. Yes, that's the second quarter. They played a full 4 JV quarters.
Yeah, that makes a difference. That's what we talked at halftime. It's like, hey, it's only quarter after 7, and the 2-quarter JV makes all the difference. Keep in mind, don't be surprised if Northmor gets another baseline out of bounds, if you don't see that play again. I mean, that's been something to keep in mind on with 4 minutes here to go. If you need an easy one, and hopefully Centerburg's discussing it now, and I'm sure that they are, to be like, hey, listen, we got to communicate a little bit.
Stay in the lane at least.
Yeah, switch it or jam the cut or something. But
Jonathan Langdon on the call of that game down at Mount Gilead. You can watch that on YouTube Channel 1 in our Facebook timeline. Probably will be at the half by the time this one gets over, unless we get overtime, so you have plenty of time to watch the end of that one. Northmor, a big bucket, gets them back up 4. Now they're going to go 3-quarter court pressure. Ooh. Sands breaks it, gets it into the corner to Cole. Cole drives baseline, floats, gets away from the charge attempt, but he won't get it to fall. And Northmor now a chance to extend this to a full 2 possessions. All the way down the lane, nobody guarded Cam Spencer, and he's got 14. And another timeout. I mean, nobody wanted to stop him.
I'm telling you, man, that's what I wrote down at halftime. You got to stop the ball in transition. Every time there's been a missed basket, Centerburg struggles to kind of match up. And I think Cam Spencer knows that, or Coach Tackett has told him to be like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
And he's gotten how many layups? You know what I mean? Or he's got an and 1 this half. He's got that one uncontested. He's up to, what, 14 now?
Yeah. Yes, Spencer has 14. Black has 15. Bowdry with 9.
Good balance for them. And here's the thing, too, like, you know, it doesn't look like Northmore's trying to turn them over in that 3-quarter court pressure, but what it's doing is it's forcing them into a quick shot offensively, Centerburg that is.
Yeah.
Then it's basically creating an outlet pass for them to kind of jumpstart their offense. So it's not like they're going crazy heavy pressure back here to turn them over. They just want a quick shot, and that's as good as a turnover.
Final 4 minutes of regulation here. Northmore's gone on a run. Centerburg's been answering each and every one of them. Northmore's on another one of those right now, up 6. But this is now a time where it's running out. You can't let this get back you can't let this balloon to probably 10 points, because if you do, I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get back into it. Big possession here out of the timeout. And I think that's why Marhefka called it.
Mm-hmm. No. But like you've said, they've answered the bell every time. So
Cole fakes the pass. He's going to try to drive. Spins with the right hand. Floats and gets it to go.
Great move. Brody Cole's really good when he gets coming back to his right hand. Every time he puts it on the floor going left, he's coming back. But he just kind of jumps over everybody.
Almost a turnover, but stays into the hands of Miley. Miley drives. Right side. 3 for Barber. Got it.
Great pass.
Brendan Barber's got his 7th, a huge bucket. The Golden Knights are up 7.
What an unselfish, really fundamental play there.
Cole looking to answer, and we'll get a hand check before the bucket as we take a look on the other side, and a huge 3 for the Golden Knights.
Look at that. He got past his first defender. He drew help from Blaine Ball and just made the right pass. Knocked down an open 3.
49-42, 3:04 left. Cole, the man you want to have the ball right now, him and Trout should be the ones touching it inside the paint. Oh, and great defense there by Miley. It's a turnover. Oh, but given right back. Pickpocketing on both sides.
Huge steal there for Centerburg.
Ball quarterbacking the play. He's used to doing that. Gets it over to Hayden Love.
Oh, yeah, throw right there to Cole.
Sands will try another 3. Too much, but Trout's there with the board. Trout working his way through, and he's fouled. 7th offensive rebound, at least by my counting, for Centerburg.
Fouls on Black, his second, team fourth.
Trevor Black called for the foul. And after these free throws, the next foul puts Centerburg on the line. So exactly what they need.
I was just going to say that, to something to kind of keep an eye on here. And again, Centerburg hasn't shown any pressure in the full court or really in the half court. They've just kind of been scrappy, in their man-to-man stuff. So we'll see if you see any type of different look here defensively in the last 2 minutes of this game.
Trout, 3 of 4 from the line. Back to a 5-point game. 2:20 left in regulation on the Andy Bauer scoreboard. Spencer just taking clock off. They weren't guarding him. He's just going to stand there for a moment. Back to Black. And I mean, with a 2-possession lead, 2 minutes, keep way might be the name unless you get a good look. Spencer backs it out.
I mean, you got some to burn here, so, I'd be aggressive because,
everybody but Trout.
Yeah, everybody but Trout, but Northmor hasn't shown that they can consistently make free throws, so why not put them there earlier and try to extend this game?
All the way to the lane. They won't need to go to the line. Barber's waking up in the second half. He's got 9, and it's a 3-possession game with 90 seconds left. Love gets it in, turns it over. Spencer got to get across the timeline. Just does. And now they can run more clock. I mean, what a take there by Barber. And like you said, no fouls.
Yeah,
Now Black takes it all the way in. That might do it right there. He's got 17. Minute left. Cole taking it in. He floats. No good. Rebound Northmor.
I don't understand this, Travis. I just don't understand.
I see Coach Marhefka now saying the foul.
Oh, maybe they're just not receiving.
And Blade Tackett instead will call a timeout. Take a look at this take. Around the screen, and then again, no cutover. If Ball can get in the lane, he could take a charge there.
Yeah, no, he just was one step away from being kind of where he needed to be, but good awareness from Trevor Black there he didn't slide over. So it's an easy 2.
Yeah.
Now you're up 9, and, Coach Tackett here is talking about being smart. You still got 2 timeouts left. Coming to the ball on the passes, chin it, keep it up underneath your chin. Centerburg is probably talking, hey, we want to go to hard denial here. We want to try to get the steal, and if not, once it's inbounded cleanly, then we want to try to either tie up a jump ball or foul.
Yeah.
Right? Possession arrow looks like it's favoring Northmor. So, I mean, you could get the possession arrow to flip, but you want to try to get a steal right away. And then if it's inbounded, you got to foul immediately to try to extend this game as best you can.
These were my Golden Knights' keys to victory. That one on the left, like I said, they had leads in their 2 losses. They're up 8 against Northridge. Northridge just hit 5 threes out of 5 to give them the win. They're up 18. Wow. They're up 7 with about 2 minutes left on Crestline. Crestline just able to get the finish. Looks like Northmore is finally able to get that, and then keeping up the pressure, and they've done that all night as well. Forcing 15 turnovers. We're down to the final 30 seconds. Coach Marhefka finally gets a foul call after been yelling for it almost the last minute.
Well, and then that, kind of how the Northridge game and the Crestline game ended, it makes sense even more so why Coach Tackett called that timeout, just to kind of regroup and, probably reiterate some of the things they've been working on in practice the last couple days.
Spencer gets the inbounds. Sands. And you hear Marhefka yelling the foul.
He really is.
And nobody is. Sands will finally foul him. That'll be the 4th on him, 4th on the team. And the Golden Knights now will be in the bonus for the last 17 seconds. But, I mean, they just took too much time off the clock.
No,
this one's pretty much done.
Yeah, and maybe tomorrow Centerburg will probably look at this tape and, maybe go over some special situations at end of game practice. We always used to end practice like you tie the game 95-95, and then whoever gets to 100, right, whatever the score is, you start it with 2 minutes, and then you would play out end of game situations. So every time you did it, the score was different, the situation was different. So there's definitely a practice that's dedicated to how to foul, right, and how to do it appropriately and non-maliciously. And
now they will get the foul, and Northmor will go to the line as Barber's got a chance to get into double digits after a very slow start, only 2 points in the first half. He's got 8 so far.
Listen, I love the balance attack from Northmor. You're going to darn near – you got 3 in double figures, 1 at 9.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, listen, that makes you so much harder to guard. It makes you harder to scout. You got multiple kids. You're just like, man, I don't, you're the opposing team. I don't know where to put my best defender.
Second free throw, got it. So Barber with 11, 3 away from his average. The Golden Knights are going to pull this one out. The 3 is up, no good. High pointing, rebound. Trout can't get it. Gets his own. Gets a third. Gets fouled and 1. With 3.8 left. That'll give Trout 20 points. But that's going to come a little bit too late.
Listen, Centerburg's got some nice pieces though. Like and
that'll do it.
They can win. They can win some games. They really can. Between Trout and Cole, they're going to be all right.
But the Golden Knights are very all right tonight. They get to 1-0 in the KMAC. They get back to 2-2 overall, and they knock off Centerburg 55-47. We'll take a break. When we come back, our MVP interview as well as final stats after this.
What? Were you expecting someone else? Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch the Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
All right, welcome back to our post-game show brought to you by Pioneer Career Technology Center in Shelby, Ohio. I'm here with Trevor Black, who was our MVP of tonight's game. Trevor, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
KMAC victory, number 1. A bounce back from the last couple games that you guys were out. Talk to me, first and foremost, about how your role for the team has changed this year compared to last year.
Last year we had a lot of scorers, and I was just the do-it-all guy. I had to learn all the plays and just try and go get a win with the boys.
Yeah, and this year you're the bucket getter. You're Luka.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
to.
I feel it. I feel it. Listen, man, you did a good job. You met your average tonight.
Thank you.
Talk to me. The first half was kind of a track meet. Travis and I talked. There was only one timeout called. It was halftime before we knew it. But Centerburg was kind of hanging tough. Talk to me about the adjustments that Coach Tackett went over you guys with at the half.
Coach Maddock always talked about how the ball is energy. And we can't let it stick, but we can't give it to the other team.
Yeah.
So we got to be wise with that. And halftime adjustment was just being smarter with the ball and playing our basketball.
Gotcha. Not turning it over, kind of getting out transition. I thought you guys did a really good job of kind of running the floor and kind of pushing the envelope there. And then talk to me about, the last couple days of practice in terms of being able to finish a game. You guys have kind of led in basically every game that you've played, but this one you guys were able to come out on top. So what have you guys been working on in practice?
We've been working on our just possession. Possession matters, so we just got to keep care of the ball. And we also just weren't playing our basketball this past 2 games and finding our rhythm in the start of the KMAC.
For sure. And listen, give you guys a ton of credit because every time you went on a run, you get up 10, you get up 11, then Centerburg would answer. And then you guys kind of made another run and they kept closing the gap. But then ultimately, towards the end, it looked like you guys felt really comfortable with what you were trying to do to kind of finish things out, protected the basketball, got to the free throw line, were able to kind of make the free throws down the stretch and get a victory. So kudos to you guys for, making those adjustments early on in the season. What's something that you guys want to continue to get better at as we head into our next game?
Just taking our shots. Can't let the defense force us into shots that we're not comfortable with.
Gotcha. So taking the shots that you guys want, shot selection, and shots that are within the offense.
Yes, sir.
Love that. Coach Tackett would love to hear that. That's all I got. Anybody you want to shout out? You look into the camera, point to them, do whatever you guys do.
Shout out my mom and my dad for just being my parents and being loving.
Love it, man. Love it. Always good to shout out the parents. That's it from us, I think. That's it from us from Northmor and the Castle. Appreciate you guys joining us. Thanks for Pioneer for shouting us out. Oh.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Back here to wrap things up inside the post-game show. Now we're going to wrap things up. I forgot to tell you it was just the MVP interview, but we're back to finish things up as the Golden Knights get a very impressive opening KMAC victory here over Centerburg. 55-47 was in the locker room with Northmor to get Mr. Black, and Coach Tackett said, him and Coach Marhefka in the handshake line, and they said, hey, if both these teams, if some of the quote-unquote upper teams in the conference overlook one of these two teams, they're going to get knocked off.
For sure.
These two teams, the more they get to play this season, the more they're going to get better.
Yeah, and especially Centerburg with the late start due to football. Both teams play super hard. There's athletes on both sides of the floor. I couldn't agree more. You said Fredericktown was maybe picked to win the league. And
Mount Gilead's they got a lot back. Danville's going to be good this year too.
Yeah, and you can't overlook anybody. You can't overlook anybody.
Let's take a look at the final statistics. The Golden Knights, they took it to the hole in that second half. 17 twos, 5 threes. Centerburg started hitting those threes in the second half. That's something they need to do as they move on to get more of a balanced game going. But it was just the Golden Knights able to get to the hoop in that second half. Only 6 of 13 from the free throw line, but they were able to do it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the number that kind of sticks out is the turnover battle. And Centerburg with 15 turnovers to Northmore's just 10, right? That's assuming 5 extra possessions. But it wasn't just the turnovers. I think it was more so what Northmor did as a result of those turnovers. Like I said, Cam Spencer, really kind of got downhill and, tried to find easy baskets in transition. And, when you're talking an 8-point margin of victory, those turnovers, every single possession is crucial. And I thought that Northmor did the most. I would love to see a stat line of points off turnovers because I think that would be a big difference there.
That's the game that's going to help them out as the season goes on. Here's the score by quarter. 13-11 Centerburg in the first, 9-8 Northmor in the second. It was a 1-point Centerburg lead, but look at the third quarter. It's actually 22-11 in the third quarter. But, the Golden Knights, that third quarter is what was able to give them the win here tonight as they just put on a show in that third quarter, and it helped them pull away.
And that's why I wanted to ask Trevor because, I kind of felt it. I didn't realize they had doubled him up there in the third quarter. But, what was the message that Coach Tackett was delivering at halftime to come out and kind of, spread this game open to where, Centerburg made runs. And they got it tight, but they never took a lead in the second half.
Nope.
Right? It was always just kind of back and forth and would get it to 2 or 4. But, great adjustments made by the coaching staff. Credit to the players to be able to execute that. And like I had kind of referenced, being able to do things down the stretch to hold on to that lead and secure the dub.
55-47, the final. Next up for Centerburg, they'll take on Danville 2 days in 3 days' time. So that is Saturday afternoon, while the Golden Knights head down to Mount Gilead. And guess what? Those two teams are playing right now as well. Mount Gilead with a 1-point lead against Danville. So both these teams, we're probably going to have 2 more good battles. We will have the Northmor Mount Gilead game for you. Jonathan Langdon will be on the call Saturday afternoon for that one. So we'll be in. I think we will be in for another good game down at Mount Gilead. But that's going to wrap it up here from the castle. We got to get on those snowy roads and try to make it back home in one piece. But any final words, Coach Caples? You're back here to kick off another basketball season with us.
I'm pumped to be back, man. I'm excited to be back on the hardwood. I'm thankful for OH.REPORT for having me. If you're not doing anything, looks like that game was tied dang near at 40 going to the fourth quarter.
Tune on to that game.
Listen,
right
you're already home. You got your pizza. Flip on over, catch 8 more minutes of high school hoops. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
We're out.
It's been a pleasure. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. Coach Capel as always. Brandon Powell as always. Well done on the camera work. And then all of our sponsors that allowed us to be live and free tonight. Andy Bauer, Edward Jones, financial advisor. Our scoreboard sponsor, Pioneer Career in Tech. Our MVP sponsor, North Central State College, as well a sponsor, LiUNA, Local 1216, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. The Northmore Athletic Boosters, our instant replay sponsor. Spherion Mid-Ohio, a sponsor as well. Knox Community Hospital, a commercial sponsor. I want to thank Blaine Tackett, as he is the AD as well here at Northmore, for allowing us to be here, as well as the OHSA for allowing us to stream these games to you live and free. Northmore with a strong second half, gets back to 500 and moves to 1-0 in the KMAC. For Brandon Powell, for Abram Capel, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from North Bloomfield Township.